We all want to live to ski or ride again, and we owe it to our loved ones and our partners' loved ones to return safely from every day on the snow. But just because you made it home again, how do you know if you were doing it right or simply got lucky? The Sierra Avalanche Center has a risk management process to help you do it right. It has flow like a good day should, so following it feels natural. Who else is going is a more important question than most of us realize. Over 90% of avalanche accidents are caused by the people involved. The people we go with and the choices we make together are at least as important as other factors like conditions and terrain. You might try to be exclusive about your partners, but none of us is perfect. Consider the qualities that each person contributes to the team and plan the day accordingly. The Sierra Avalanche Center publishes the avalanche forecast at 7 a.m. Teach yourself how to get the most out of it by reading it every day. Although the danger rating is one of the most noticeable components of the avalanche forecast, it's only a summary and does not tell the whole story. The avalanche problem starts with the avalanche type. Each type behaves differently and deserves different safety margins and group management techniques. The locator rose shows the general aspects and elevations where that avalanche type will most likely exist. It's a broad generalization across the whole forecast region. Actual conditions on the specific slopes where you go might be different. If you're planning to go to an area without an avalanche forecast, factor a high level of uncertainty into the rest of your plans and keep your terrain choices very conservative. Backcountry travel can be too dynamic to commit to specific linear plans. Instead, start with big picture safety margins based on your partners and anticipated conditions. Agreeing to these in advance leaves options open and makes decisions easier once you're out on the snow. Use the avalanche terrain exposure scale and maybe other margins like elevation, aspect, and timing. Be careful not to create overcomplicated safety margins. You're making rules for yourself that need to be easy to follow.
Yeah, I'm seeing it too.
Don't forget the details, including plans for when something goes wrong. Making assumptions about the details without actually discussing them can increase the consequences of seemingly minor mistakes.
Thinking as day moves on, we might want to watch out for this area.
Stop to talk several times throughout the day. Your first stop should be right at the trailhead to review your plan and check emergency gear. Manage your group for conditions and terrain by using the right spacing, spotting, and communication techniques. If you're not in avalanche terrain, stay together or use the buddy system. In any terrain, use radios and hand signals to communicate. These can be very helpful for all user groups. In avalanche terrain or underneath it, use spacing and spotting techniques that only expose one person at a time. If someone falls or gets stuck in or under avalanche terrain, don't rush in to help unless it's absolutely necessary.
Just up here. Go ahead and send the next rider.
Excellent, Duncan. I'll be heading up.
Maintain awareness of conditions by using the Conditions Alert Checklist. Do you see any current or recent avalanches? Are there any other signs of instability, like shooting cracks on test slopes or reactive snowpack tests? Does the forecast mention a persistent problem, or are there facets in the snowpack? Is there current or recent loading from snowfall, wind, or rain, rapid warming? The more conditions alerts you observe, the more terrain alerts you should stay away from. Maintain awareness of terrain by using the Terrain Alerts Checklist. Are you about to go onto a slope steeper than 30 degrees? If so, is it an obvious avalanche path? Are there trigger points or terrain traps? Does the terrain match where the forecast warned avalanches could occur? At the end of the day, have a quick debrief, not only to discuss what went well, but also to acknowledge mistakes. Do this to learn from each day and improve for the next one. Submitting observations to the Avalanche Center is a valuable way to end your day. Summarizing the conditions you observed helps with lifelong learning and also contributes to the greater community. Observations don't need to be complex or technical to be useful. Following the daily flow should feel natural without interfering with your fun on the snow. Although designed to manage avalanche risk, it can also help manage the other components of backcountry travel. With practice, it becomes an elegant way to structure your day. For more information or to support the Avalanche Center, please visit the Sierra Avalanche Center website.